Hello Charlie, my name is Miranda and I'm a giant Who fan and I am secretly British. To explain the secretly British part, basically anything I watch is probably a British show because my dad loves everything British. Like I grew up reading P.G. Wodehouse and Douglas Adams and Jane Austen, things like that, and also watching all the TV shows. So I've seen everything like Red Dwarf, anything with Simon Pegg or Nick Frost, anything with Hugh Laurie or Stephen Fry. We have everything by them. And Little Britain, QI, and Have I Got News for You? So I took all of our DVDs that we have and I put them in a pile to see how much we actually have at my house, and it surprised me greatly. So you can see like all the different ones that I have in the picture there. Two pictures there actually. And yeah, so I am secretly British and I am a giant Who fan. I'm such a Who fan that my phone has like a million different Doctor Who messages. Like when I get a text message, the TARDIS sound starts going off, and then like I have other things like him saying his little don't blink spiel or timey wimey wibbly wobbly, and for those I start reciting it with him. So I get a lot of stares. It's kind of interesting, except for not so much. And then I even have, my favorite one is this one, and this is what goes off when my phone rings, and it's really bad, because I start like dancing about and then I get confused because I think I'm in Doctor Who. I hope you can hear this. Yeah. It's I Can't Decide by Scissor Sisters, I believe. And it's the song that the Master sang when he had the Doctor tied up. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, you're a Who fan. But yeah, so oh, I'm just so excited to talk about this because none of my friends over here really watch it. I've slowly been converting people to it, and so it's been interesting. All my DVDs are lent out because everybody's watching it, and also like all of them I've converted them to Troc, so I need to be ordering a whole bunch more Troc CDs for them for like birthdays and stuff because they really love the songs like Blink, and oh, it's so much fun. But yeah, so that's normally going in the background when I'm working or something. I have the Troc CD that you guys made, that Chameleon Circuit made, playing. I have a giant stack of Doctor Who magazines, and I don't even bother to try and like pick them up anymore, and I can't find shelf space for them because I have so many. There are like a few like special editions in there, and then there's a few of the Torchwood ones in there. I'm a Torchwood fan too. What can I say? I like Jack. Gwen kind of annoys me though, but what can you do? Eon 2, awesome. Best T-boy ever. But yeah, and actually, this isn't even like one of the Doctor Who ones. There's my dog. It's the Sound Effects magazine, and it's shiny, and like you can't see it that well on here, but it's holographic. So like he moves around with this, yeah. I was super excited. This is going up on my wall. You asked why we like Doctor Who, and I think that's a really, really, really hard question to answer because there's like so many reasons why Doctor Who is so loved. Like, it's Doctor Who. That's like the best answer I could come up with. Like, it's so, to risk being kind of corny, it's so magical. Like, you can get lost in the show. Like, if you need an escape, like, you want to get away like the companions normally do on the show, if you want to go off somewhere and get your mind off your real life, if you're having like a terrible, terrible day, you can go watch Doctor Who, and it'll make everything 100 times better, because you can escape with him, and he can like save the day, and he can just make everything so much better. I mean, he does make it a whole lot worse sometimes, but in the end it generally works out, normally. And I really like that about the show. Like, they try and make it interesting and fun, and you're always on the edge of your chair. You don't know what's going to happen because there's so many different things they can do. It's whole other worlds they travel to, and it's just nice. The fact that the Doctor can regenerate and he can keep going like that is a really great thing to have, because then technically like it can't just die off because the actor doesn't want to play the main character anymore, or they can't write the main character out because like he doesn't want to do it anymore like they've done with some other shows. And I think that's really great to be able to have like a constant in the show that's actually a constant that stays for all of the seasons. And also the fact that we get to see so many different sides of this one character who's actually like so many different characters because, you know, he's had all the different regenerations. And it's so magical. I know that sounds kind of corny or kind of lame, but you gotta admit that show is magical. The music is amazing. Like the music really, really brings it together. I'm a big music person, and I have like the BBC Proms DVD that they did with Doctor Who. That was awesome. I wish I could have gone. If I had been in England, I would have been so there. But yeah, like the music ties it all together and it gives it an extra magical quality about it. Like looking around at the stars with the pretty music going, and like This Is Gallifrey, that's a great piece. I love This Is Gallifrey. That's like one of my favorite pieces out of all the past seasons. And also just like the new special effects are a lot better. I have to admit the old special effects kind of made me want to cry a little bit. But you know, they were good for their time. I love Peter Davison as the Doctor. He was one of my favorites. I know everybody loves like Tom Baker or people like that. But I like Peter Davison, but I watched All Creatures Great and Small a lot, so I might be slightly biased. He was fun. I like the celery. And the funny suit. The cricket suit. But yeah. Doctor Who is just, it's such a great escape. Like, if you can find that show where you can escape into it, and you can find your own place, your own thing that's like just for you. The Doctor, like, he makes it somehow, he makes it so like you feel like you're there with him and you're experiencing the adventure with him and you can just get away from everything. And it's such a great feeling to have because being able to escape is something that people look for. Like, that's why people read books. And, well, some people, you know, read to further learning, but like a great book, I think, is when you can escape from everything, when you lose yourself in it. And in Doctor Who, you can lose yourself very easily. There are so many places you won't know what planet you're on anymore. I guess that's like the only thing I can think of for the answer. It's just so amazing that it's beyond amazingness. It's awesome. And I've actually converted so many of my friends in the past few years into Doctor Whoism. If that's a word. I don't know if that's an accepted word for the Doctor Who community. But, yeah, so all of my DVDs are not in that stack of British DVDs I probably showed in this video, because they're all being lent out. I love Doctor Who because you can feel like the companion. Watching that show, it sucks you in. Like, you feel like you're there. You can be like the tin dog, like Mickey, or actually K9, or you can be like Rose Tyler, or Jackie, or Mickey, or I already said Mickey, Catherine Tate's character. You can be anyone. Like, I love Amy because she's so new to everything. Like, it's somebody new that hasn't been with him before. Like, we've had the past few seasons, you know, Donna came back, and we had Freema come back a few times and things like that. And it's just so amazing to be able to experience it all over again each time there's a new Doctor, to like get thrown into a new world, and it's just amazing.